If this thing is working, I don't even know how to work it. So I'm trying to see. Okay, all messages. Can you guys hear me? I would know. If you can hear me, give me a like. I don't know how to see the chat. I don't know what's going on, you guys, but I'm here and I'm here for it. I want to address the big elephant in the room that is the wicked albino cockroach that started all this horrific mess yesterday and every day that she has been in this sector. This is a trifling woman. All she does is jump in and call people a bunch of names, disrespecting us, coming at us all foul, but nobody ever really got at her. A lot of people wouldn't mess with her. They wouldn't go over the phantoms, but she continued with this mess. And on yesterday, this wench said, F my son. Now, I'm going to tell you something. I do understand I'm on YouTube, and that's what it is. And a lot of people are going to come at me, you know, and come at my child because they don't have anything else to do. But it's a mess. Hi, Angela. How you doing, baby? Okay, I can see the chat now. Yes, I'm live, baby. I'm so proud of me, Angela. I didn't even Angela. I couldn't figure out what I was doing, honey, but I'm here for it. Okay, I have no idea, but we gonna get it going. So I'm talking about what happened last night. Did you see what happened last night, baby? With KY. She did the food on yesterday. Um, hey Pisces, how you doing? Yay! Yeah, I know. I'm so happy. I'm so happy I learned how to go live, y'all. It's different than I thought it would be in the back. So it's kind of different. So I can see why people are asking, can you hear them? Hey, Junie June. All my friends are coming in. Yes. Yes. Junie June, did you guys happen to catch the live with Phantom last night? And how Jelly KY was acting a fool? I'm going to tell you something. I am proud of the T sector because I don't care who had a beef yesterday. Besides the boneless, I'm not talking about them. We don't expect them to do nothing. It was really bad, Junie June. Oh my gosh. She got up there with her usual. Everybody's after her, calling people racial slurs, talking a bunch of mess. Okay, so I just got tired of her lying about the ex-husband, the waterman, lying about the waterman, lying like she's not doing stuff, falsifying documents. Just, you really were married to a predator, and you know that. Um, just the things that she said she was from Chicago. And then on the live last night, she's like, I'm from out here talking about New Mexico. So are you from Caprini Greens or are you from New Mexico? She just got busted in almost every lie she told, baby. It was a mess. It was an entire horrible mess. Rich Lomax got up there, Trees got up there, We the People was up there, Cat got up there, I was up there. It was a slew of content creators of melanin that were in there letting that thing have it. And I mean, she was standing on her drama. She really just disrespected everybody. But I'm going to tell you, she hated that because she got ran up and down that road, baby. It was terrible. She was just excessively hateful. And the thing that gets me about her is she has a biracial child. Oh, you missed it again. Yeah, you guys missed it. It was really good. Yes. Trees tried to get up there. I'm going to tell you, Trees tried to get up there and be diplomatic. Trees could be nice to a frog on the ground with a knife and a bullet at her. I don't know. But she she was trying to be nice to her that is albino cockroach, whose name we won't be saying. she tried to be nice to her and tried to get a peace treaty where she could just leave Caddy alone or whatever. But when she got up there, KY was rude, disrespectful, because she struck Cat's channel for no reason. She took Cat's channel. Oh, you saw Rich's part? Oh my gosh. I don't even know why they wanted to play with Rich, but yeah, it was pretty bad. Yeah, she kind of got beat up, but even before Rich got on there, I was on her neck. Everybody was at her head, and she deserved it. However, I want to talk about the complacency of Phantom and the things that he allows and how people just run over there. You know, of course, the live's not up, Junie June. You know he took it down. You know he took it down. He wasn't gonna let that be up. It was really bad. I mean, I didn't. I know right now that Jelly has a biracial daughter, but as a woman, if you're calling people a bunch of black bees and nigga this and we should have remained enslaved, what do you think about your little daughter, baby? You have a daughter that is black, and you say we should be a slave? You don't think that little girl ever gonna hear your antics over the internet? I mean, it's not like it's only one person on here. People are going to know what you do. And that makes me think, how do you actually treat her if she's at home with you? Hey, Mel, how you doing, baby? Look, I got to go live, Mel. Yay, 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 yay. I didn't know what to do. I don't know how to add people. I don't know if you can drop a link. I don't know what to do in here. But I'm up here. And I was talking about what happened yesterday. And yeah, I don't know what to do, but I was talking about what happened yesterday with KY when we were all up on the panel. Yeah, Mel was on the panel too, and she was ultimately disrespectful to everybody. I was also talking about how I feel that you would call us a bunch of black B words and N and B words and all kind of stuff, but you have a biracial child. A biracial child. Your daughter is black. She's black. And if you don't think that little girl is going to get older and see this one day, no matter how much you try to hide this from the kids, but also, how do you treat her at home? We already know you don't feed her. She asking for mozzarella sticks at 2 o'clock in the morning, so she's hungry. At least that's what you said. Um, so we know you don't feed her. We know you're a bad mom because not only was the waterman, a chomo, you're dating someone that you had riding with your son with, paraphernalia in the car and different things like this. You are putting your kids at risk all the time, but you're on YouTube trying to strike people's channels and do all this type of stuff after you talk about them, dog them out, disrespect them like nobody is ever going to say anything to you. Like you're untouchable in a sector of predominantly brown people. You come over here disrespecting us at every cost to the highest, calling us N words, doubling down on it, and people have been like forgiving to her, allowing to her. Like me, I'm like, okay, well, if they call you a white bee, then you can call them a black bee and all this, and that. But it's just the extra. Now we're assaulting her kids. She really got mad at Caddy and took her channel. She took her channel. All because she gave commentary on what Mel had put up. And to me, if something is a lie, I'm not gonna get that mad that I gotta go shake everybody's channel down. It's a lie. So the fact that you protest so much leads me to believe it's even more that it's true. Hey, Jay Bliss. Yeah, it was really messed up. She really did all that. So then, of course, Caddy, being the person that she is, sees her on, you know, the non-boxing boxers channel. I'm not gonna say their name either. And she went up there, and it was a show for you. They were just going at it or whatever. But the thing that I didn't understand is how KY kept saying, but we were supposed to be friends. How do you think somebody is your friend, but you try to take their channel? You disrespect them. You call them a bunch of names. Like, I don't understand what you take as friendship, which also goes to her character. Altogether, just a bad person inside and out. Inside and out. Well, let's see. Mel said, well, she shouldn't be hanging around weirdos. She wouldn't have those issues. Mel, birds of a feather. It's a bunch of good women over here. We hang out with good women. We attract good women. If you hang out with chomos, then you probably a chomo. I'm just saying, those rumors that are going out with the fellatio on top of the child are ridiculous. And the bad thing about it is, I believe it. I don't think you're the type of person that would protect your children by the way you're disrespecting your black daughter on a live. I really don't think that you're the type of person that's going to take up for your kids when you allowed your son to be in the car with someone who had a whole bunch of paraphernalia and drugs. Are you kidding me? Now, me, if you guys were out and my son had a bunch of drugs, or you had a bunch, or anybody knew anything about that type of stuff, as a parent, I'm not supposed to let my child get away with that. So I'm not gonna let my man take the brunt of that. No, child, you have to learn, because this is something I don't want you to do. It's a child, underage. It would be a first offense. Stuff like that. You wouldn't get in that trouble. So why would your man take the charge? It's giving your man was using your child to hold the while y'all was transporting it. That's what it's giving. And nobody's stupid. She act like we don't know the game. Double tap to screen light, please. Oh, are you telling them? Because I don't know. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm reading the chat. But yeah, it was just a big mess. She allowed this man, who is also a convicted abuser. This man is already convicted of being an abuser. You made a choice to marry him. This is who you're with. And then you still claim that you have children in this house? What is that? What is that? So, so do I double click? Right, she did a big she's on there trying to do her big one. Oh, you guys are talking about my kids. But you actually said that Jed was a groomer. Um you said uh TY assaulted a girl that was underage. She said a whole bunch of unnecessary mess. Okay? But when somebody says anything about her, and I mean anything, she goes, oh, into instant victim mode. When you're not the victim, you're the predator as well. I have never have you guys ever watched To Catch a Predator? Have you ever watched it? They have a group. They usually have a group. And what I've been doing, when those Israelite men get up there with Phantom, I listen. I start listening to the things that they were saying. And they were saying over there in that so-called tavern thingy or whatever, it was a bunch of PDFs that had their group, their secret society with a bunch of weird stuff. And Jelly's right in the middle of it. So that makes me think KY is most definitely a voluntary participant. How do you mistake your son for your husband in an intimate moment? Okay? How do you do that? How do you do that? You're sick. And you were sent over here by those other ones. And if you think we don't know, you stinking cockroach, you nasty, funky sauerkraut coochie, you ugly Mr. Burns looking ass bitch. You think we don't know what the fuck is going on? Then you got us fucked up. We're not going to keep on allowing this shit. And since we can't put our hands on you, we're going to have to give it to you this way. You're going to get a virtual ass whipping every day as far as I'm concerned. And you got some of the best people on this spot to do it. Nobody's going to allow that. Nobody's going to allow that. You can't talk about anybody when you're doing what they said you're doing. And I believe it. I believe it because you play the victim too much. And she really thought, I feel like she got mad because when she came over here with that mess, oh, young Yoda, the Jed, whatever. I'm not going to say his name either. But him, you're saying, oh, he told me, he said this and that about you guys. Why would he just say that to you? Because you guys are sitting around talking, both of you guys. I believe he said it, and I believe you were saying there with him. You right there complacent with that BS and calling us all kind of names, run over to our sector, blame him, and try to get under our umbrella. There's no room for you under this umbrella. Getting out in the rain, you wet dog ass bitch. Get your ass over there smelling like that buttermilk that you are. Okay? Sit your ass down somewhere. You over here with that, and we sit around. Some people were defending her, people were sticking up for her, and she still came at us like, you guys let me. It's like she's so delusional. I don't know if it's the drugs, the alcohol, or having to wake up and look at that ugly ass face in the morning. Like, I don't know what it is that's making her a nut, but this broad is a nut. She is a nut. It said Jelly saying the N word and laughing behind the desk. Right. She's saying it, and she called us a bunch of black bees, called us the N word, sat up there and said we deserve to be enslaved, and that's where we were best, as slaves. Girl. So what would your daughter be? A house nigga? Mm. Or would she pass? Did you forget that you have a black child in that house? And what do you be saying to her at night? Because you sure don't cook her no dinner. You sure ain't in there reading her no bedtime stories. You sure ain't helping her with no homework because you're on live for 14, 15, 16 hours straight. Okay? Sitting up there talking about people. Have you ever poured anything into any of your kids besides somebody else's winky? Have you ever done anything for any of them? Because I honestly think you're the worst mom in the world while you're talking about everyone else. She says she's going to strike all of us. Every single one of us. So what are you trying to do? Get rid of everybody in the black tea sector? I don't think Phantom is playing both sides. I think he's placating to Jelly. Last night, Jelly got up there. I don't talk about her kids. I don't talk about kids usually. That's not something that I do. So she came up there and she was like, and you talked about my kids, and you talked about my kids. I said, no, I didn't. I said, I talked about you and the fact that you were with a predator. And she, bold as day, said, fuck yo son. Like that. Trying to traumatize me and trigger me to argue with her. You know? So it's like, he heard all that, but he didn't drop her. But when I responded to her, he instantly ended the live. Okay? If you hear in the background, she's like, Phantom, when is this going to end? She controls him. She has some type of information on him. Period. Whatever it is, I don't know. But I mean, she hasn't struck anyone today yet that I know of, but I don't know if she can yet. I think she's going to learn that just because we brown don't mean we stupid. You the slow one, bitch. It's you that's slow. You know? Um, and negative and hateful and evil and disrespectful and maniacal. And you stink. And you ugly. And your body is built real bad. Like, there's nothing good about you. Nobody likes you. Yo, you barely got any teeth. You look like Mr. Burns. What they say, you ain't that cute, your hairline uneven. Like, come on. Come on. So, I'm just tired of it. I'm tired of her being able to do it. But what I don't want is our women over there. And if he loses numbers, he needs to feel that. We should not be over there. We all went over there to slay Jelly. Now we need to show them in unity that we're not like that. We're not going to allow him to allow these people to abuse us. We not slaves no more. And them crackers over there ain't massa. You feel me? You is not massa. And I'm not ain't ya. So we're not gonna do that. You're not gonna treat us disrespectfully and we go sit on your panels for hours. Okay? And I don't. She came from the boxing sector. I guess she was over there with Jet Li and them. So that was initially one of his friends. So no wonder why. And like I said, she came running over there. Oh, he said this. He said that. I don't even know if he told her that. Honestly, I think she was over there talking with him, and they were talking, calling all of us black bees and niggas and all that type of stuff. And he should be ashamed of himself. You know, and her too. However, you come running over to us thinking that if you tell us, and this is the thing that she does, if she triggers us, that we were going to be so angry at him, we were going to embrace her and forget that she's part of the problem. But no, bitch, do you know I can see you? I can see you. Jelly, you're clear. We see right through you. It's real easy to call a spade a spade. It's real easy. We see what you do. So when she's over there talking all that mess on that panel, she's like on everybody. She was so upset because they exposed her about being with the waterman. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, and I'm using these words and these nicknames because I don't want her to be able to use her little, broomstick, fly over here, wear a little so-called magic wand and try to strike me down. So she was mad because we exposed her about the waterman. So if the waterman situation is not true, then why you so mad? If it has no truth to it, then why are you so mad? You really want us to believe that the court made a mistake and just messed up all your stuff. Man, get out of here. Courts don't make stuff like that. And if they did make a big old mistake like that, they would have to give you paperwork. They would have to give you something to say that. So the waterman is the guy that is the stepfather. His name is the stepfather that touched the child in Walmart bathroom. So that's the waterman. So you know who I'm talking about. Because I'm not going to say his name. Because every time somebody says that evil vampire blood sucking ass wench's name or, his name, she over there on their panel, on their channel trying to strike him. So I'm not going to give her no ammo to come at me. You're not going to strike me. And you're also not going to silence me either. You know? For you to be so evil to be like F somebody's kid when I had never said anything about your kids. I didn't even say that the man touched her kid. I didn't know who he touched. I just know it was an article. It didn't say the children's name that said, I don't even know how to say it. The insertion of a child under the age of 13. And that it was an 11-year-old boy in the bathroom and several times at the mother's house. What I don't know is how they try to mix that case with a personal injury case and say that no, that came from a personal injury case. So that's really nasty. Okay? And I'm not on here for long. I just came up here just to have a live to let y'all know to pay attention. I will be back. Okay? I contacted both of her husbands. Whenever I'm gonna try to get an interview, I'm not gonna even lie. And see if we can talk about it then, but we have to be strategic because she's learning how to strike channels. You know? So yeah, I'm glad you guys are in here with me. I really do appreciate you guys coming by. I just don't know how to keep a live like started. I don't know how to allow a panel. June, how to allow a panel somebody to come up? Or what do I do? I have no idea how to work this. I guess I could be like, I have instances. Is this thing on? Flicking my lighter. Flick, flick, flick. Oh, you are too. Yeah, I don't know how to use it yet. So when I figure out how to be able to get a panel, you guys, I'll, do all that. I just don't know what I'm doing. I see a plus button. Let me see what the plus button do. Okay, it's a start a poll. That's what that is. What is this? Um, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm experimenting while y'all on here. Okay. I don't know what I'm doing. I really don't. I'll get it together when I figure out. I'm gonna go on next time through my StreamYard because then that's where I think I can have a panel at. Because this, oh my gosh, this is confusing. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to get my panel up here or nothing. So, but it wouldn't be nobody. It's only 11 people in here. Well, it's 11 people in here. Hi, everybody. Hi, I love y'all. Hi, Angela, Junie, June. Who else is in here? Let me see if I can see who's in here. It don't look like hardly nobody in here with us, y'all. King, Pisces, male. That's all I can see right now if people didn't speak. Hey, who is that? Sam, be good. Who is that? Is that Sammy? Who is Sam Be Good? Do we know who that is? Y'all, because I don't know who that is. Let me look. Oh, hey. How you doing, baby? Okay, I don't know who it is. I'm sorry, you guys. I just want to know who it is because anybody come over here with that mess on this channel, it will not be tolerated. You're not going to get up here and yell at any of my guests on my panel. You're not going to get in here and disrespect anybody in my chat. You're not going to curse anybody out. There's not going to be any fighting. I just don't want none of that. What I want is some positivity over here finally. I want to do some different content. I want to talk about something other than people beefing all day over some bullshit. We shouldn't have to argue with that ugly oh, I get mods later. Yeah, how do you get a mod? What do you? I saw something that said get a mod. Let me see if I tap on you. Oh wait, I see. Wait a minute, Junie. I think I know. Let me see. There. Tell me if it worked. Cause I think I made you a mod. Did I do that? Say something, June June. Yay! I'm so proud of me, y'all. It's about to be on. Because after this, I really got some stuff to talk about. Okay. After we get done, no, baby, we didn't say nobody was looking for you. I just didn't know who you were. So I asked who you were. That's all. Yes. Okay, Judy June. I have learned something upon today, baby. I have learned something upon today. Okay. Now learn how to add a moderator and I'll be like I said, I'll be live more. I'll learn how to get a panel up here and we're going to talk about more things on this channel. Of course, I'm going to have Late Night Lexi. We're going to do that. Female Pimping Chronicles. I want to hear stories about how you women relate to your love lives, situations. We need to help these young women so they don't get caught up in situations and adore people like the Phantom. We got to pick better and do better, baby. Y'all could do so much better. He is not the bee's knees or the biggest prize ever. I'm not saying he's a bad guy, you know. I honestly don't know if he's a bad guy or a good guy. I'm leaning toward he's a bad guy. I'm leaning towards he's a bad guy and I don't trust him, okay, more than I trust him. Just because he lets all that racially charged stuff go through on his channel and the disrespect, because I never have known, a black man that would let someone of, the pink status come after queens like that. Our struggle is real. It's real. So I don't know who he is. His voice sounds excessively familiar. And I think I kind of might have an idea, but I'm working on it, y'all. I got to be able to prove it before I put it up here. And if what I got in mind is real, it's going to blow y'all mind, baby. Oh, child is salacious. But y'all gonna have to watch me, okay? Y'all gonna have to watch my channel to see what's going on. I'm not over here trying to argue with nobody, get into no fights, have no disagreements. I'm trying to make sense of all this bullshit. Now, if you want to come over here and get laid to rest, we all know Les is the host with the roast. Okay, I will give you what you looking for because you're not gonna play with me. However, I do want people. Uh, I want people to see what's really going on. I want you to be able to think for yourself, pay attention, and watch these people. Okay, this woman is trying to single-handedly take down the entire T sector, single-handedly because we're not embracing her BS. Okay? That's what she wants to do. She doesn't want a content creator to be able to put out any content if she disagrees with any. She is so entitled. Straight Karen behavior. Exactly what you think she is. And then you want to say, oh, no, no, KY, you're white and you're angry. That's why I keep saying it. Not to be racist. It's not a racist statement. It's the truth. I'm not coming at you and calling you whatever, whatever. I'm saying that you're white. And it's not my fault that you have internal racism and hate yourself. You hate the skin that you're in so bad that you want to be one of us. And you're mad because we're not allowing you to come to the cookout. And you want to know why we kicked you out the cookout? Because you the dummy that put the raisins in the potato salad. You are not welcome here. We ain't playing with you no more. Yeah, we she triggers me too. She literally said F my deceased son, and then when I popped off, Phantom ended the live. Like, come on, man. You heard what she just said. It's okay for her to say something, and I can't respond. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I'm tired of these hoes, these skank ass wanks coming on here trying to assault me by using my child. Do y'all understand? Y'all can't hurt me. My son is resting in heaven. My son is happy. My son is not here having to go through these wars with Trump, food going to be off the shelves, all this high rent, all these high groceries. He don't have to go through nothing like that. So when y'all keep trying to weaponize my child, just know me, you can't hurt me with that. I don't care what you say. Because you don't know me and you don't know our relationship. And how do I know you don't know our relationship? Because you ain't never been around us. So what? So what? I'm tired of people coming for my kid. Okay? But I'm still not gonna stoop to their level. Hey boo. Hey manifest. I'm still not gonna stoop to their level and talk about their children. I'm just not. I'm not gonna call your kids no names. I'm not gonna do all that. But what I'm gonna tell you is, especially you, KY, you have a black daughter. She will see this one day. You're going to fill her with self-hatred. And then she's gonna turn into the one thing that you don't want her to be, probably a white woman, Karen, like you are. So this is ridiculous. Change your ways. But you won't because you were born like that. You was fed like that on that hillbilly farm in the shack. Like King Pisces would say, little house on the prairie ass shack that you lived in. That's it. You're gutter. And your man will never satisfy you. And you will never satisfy any man. Because look at what they're doing behind you. She got her husband on there cussing out women and all kind of stuff. So, hey Ben. I don't see Ben or nobody else, but I'm wondering what I did. Do I have to? I can't see them. I don't know. I see you, Junie, but I don't see Ben. I don't see. But hello, everybody. And she was like super duper upset because she got busted out. Hey, Rose T. Hi, everybody. Okay, hi, everybody. Like I said, I can't see Ben, but I can see everybody else. I don't know why I can't see Ben. Um, I think it has just on. Okay, so now, oh, now I see him. Hey, Ben. Okay. So now I can see everybody, you guys. I had it on top messages instead of all messages. So welcome in, everybody. How are you doing? Ben, Junie June, the mod on the squad, Rose T, Tam. Um, I'm loving all you guys. Mel, Angela, Jilla. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all not going to mess up my girl's name. They be hating on my girl's name. Can't even say the girl's name right. Okay, bad because she cute again. And I really think that everybody, all those people over there with that evil stuff, they are mad because they can't stand the unity. I mean, our sector stood up last night. Oh my gosh. Jelly got smacked, kicked, choked, spit on, stomped on, drugged through the mud, drugged back through the mud, killed, brought back to life, brought back to life. It was a entire great show. I loved it. I loved it. She deserved everything she got. But at the very end, she had to say, "Oh wait, I'm the only one who can say your name right." Bro, I know that's right. It was a horrible it was a show of the shit show. It was just terrible. And she did get smacked down really bad. But I don't think that would stop her. I don't think that's enough. It's going to take something drastic to stop a demon. It's gonna take something drastic to stop a demon. So it was great. Like I got her, Rich got her, Caddy got her. Um, a lot of people just came at her and bust her head wide open. Do you think that Jelly learned a lesson? No. She was just trying to expose the fact that that wasn't her husband, but it was. And you can doctor stuff and alter stuff all you want. But if the courts made a mistake, they would have to retract it. And if you made them aware of it, they couldn't leave it on their website not 1 minute because it would open them up to lawsuits. Hey we, hey Cuddy. So we don't believe that. We know good and well you done everything, and I believe everything being said about her. I'm not gonna even lie. I'm not gonna even lie. And she instantly goes into victim mode after she'll come on there and like, you black beast, you stupid black beast, you deserve to be a slave, da, 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 da. And somebody will say something, she'll be like, well, it's because you guys said that Ben Israel allowed him to attack my kids. And oh my gosh, oh, you guys were attacking my kids. Like, girl, shut the fuck up. Ain't nobody talking about your motherfucking kids. Take your ugly ass on over there, you old roach. She is the roach that hide under the cabinets, but you can see her because she albino. You a white roach that's done snuck up in our house, and bitch, we got some raid for you. You's about to go. I just don't like when, yeah, that was the most, yeah, it was lie told. The worst lie to me is when she first started and said she turned white because she was anemic. I knew right there, like, bitch, come on. I knew right then that she was a problem. You got a whole mental problem if you done think you turned white from being anemic. You turned white because your mama white and your daddy white. There's nothing wrong with being who you are. If you're white, just say you're white. But you have such a horrible identity crisis and you hate yourself so much every time you look in the mirror that you want to be one of us. You want some flavor. You want some color. You want some titties. You want some booty. You want what we got, and you will never be us. Okay? First place, you will have to get surgery to pull that coochie back in 1,300 miles. It's going to cost a lot of money, baby. They don't even do tighteners that tight, baby. That stuff dragging the ground, like, let's talk about it. So that's what we're not going to do, is think that you can assimilate and be one of us. And what you're also not going to do is disrespect us, call us names, and try to run over here for our protection after you go disrespect us with someone else. That's what I'm talking about. You do all that mess all the time. All the time. and just straight lying. And then Phantom sat on his panel and has said, well, I don't really think Jelly lies. What? Are you fucking serious? You know she be lying. You know she be lying. And why would you sit up there and listen to that mess? You want to try to discredit what Mel said. Mel just picked up stuff off of a public website. And it's a court website. We all know marriage records, death records, you know, divorce records are all public record. And speaking of marriage records and death records, why can't she produce the death records from her first husband? Why can't she do that? That's a piece of weird for me. Taking one from Mel's book. Little piece of weird, Mel. A little piece of weird. This girl is doing the most. Like I said, how you don't have a death certificate, and you probably do. But my theory is she don't want us to show see the death certificate because that man's name was not Brandon Waters. It just wasn't. It just wasn't. So she would be exposed if she did that. You can tell that she's lying about everything that she says. About everything. Junie June, I think you sleep on the Phantom. Listen, who brought him over there? Jelly brought him over. This is my theory on the Phantom. He might get mad at me. I don't care. Jelly brought the Phantom or brought people to the Phantom. We didn't know who he was, okay? Jelly brought people to the Phantom. Jelly does not strike him. Jelly does not strike IO. Jelly does not strike, you know, the two pit bulls, the pit bull and the Rottweiler. She don't strike none of them. And it's mighty funny how they all got this fake beef, but they all still in bed together. I feel like all that is the same crew, to be honest. And that's okay. Jay Bliss, good hint. I'm sick of him allowing her to run rough, though. I don't know. I really do think that he does that on purpose. I really do think he do that on purpose. And when she tell him what to do, he jumped. She told him end it, and he did. And he did. He let them roast her for a little while, and she keeps threatening him because she got something on him. Rouse Phantom is her baby daddy. Ooh, what if that was true? What if he really was the waterman? That would be hilarious. But I don't think so. The waterman sounds Hispanic to me or Puerto Rican. So, because what other person with an accent would be able to identify as being a black man? So he has a very strong Hispanic accent. But I don't know for a fact that he is. I just think that he is. So, you know, that's what I'm saying. Um, and it's no shade being Hispanic, but he does not sound like a black man after sitting on his channel over and over again. But I know some Puerto Rican people and some Mexican people identify as being black, but not like black Afro American or whatever they call us. Because I'm not an African American. I'm American. I was born here. Nobody brought me here. But I really think that accent, if you listen to him, is so prominent. You can tell that he may be biracial, but the games that they play, somebody that will not cam up with us or the men, because I think it's to that Ben Israel, I don't think they've ever seen him either. And his accent sounds very, very familiar. Okay. So I kind of think I might know who he is. But I'm researching that, y'all. And when I find out, I will let you guys know. Yeah, I'm just black. I mean, yeah, Junie June. I mean, but I'm saying you hear him correction, at least half white Hispanic. Okay. Something with that accent is distinctive. His voice is distinctive, even though he tries to change the pitch and the diction. I'm not slow. I really think that we've seen him before and heard him before. So that's what I'm on. So let's see what people are saying. A little piece of bit. Yes, ma'am. A little piece of bit. Okay. I'm like, this girl think that we slow and we crazy. She been mad because as soon as she got over here, it was a couple people that accepted her, but y'all been straight on her neck. I love you, beautiful women. You, I could. I love you guys. You do not let her get away with nothing. If it's not one person, it's the next person. And she deserves everything she get in the first place for smelling like that and funking up all the lives with you dirty, well pussy ass bitch. She know what she is. She's a nasty, evil cunt. And that's why she over there crying. Oh, can you help me? My kids, my kids, my kids. No, fuck you, bitch. Fuck you. This ain't about your kids. They not on the panel. You on the panel spitting forth that venom. You over here trying to tell us what you're not. You're the one that's a Chomo sympathizer. You over there with PDFs. The whole place y'all at is PDFs. Y'all got some weirdo sick stuff going on. It's rumors of alleged fellatio with the child. I mean, it is a mess up in there. I would never. In my real life, I would never keep company with a hoe like that. So why I'm gonna do it over here? It's just aggravating. I'm not finna sit over there and listen to that stuff. And I feel like all the black women that support us and I mean, if you care about yourself, you shouldn't be over there. Now, people may have their reasons to go over there and, cuss them out and do whatever else or do whatever. But come on, man. We ain't got to sit up in his chat. We don't have to give him numbers. We give him content and watch hours. Our people sit on his panels for hours while he's allowing people to call us all these names and listening to that. And keep in mind, his channel was there before we were. And all they do is say a bunch of racist shit. That means he been listening to that forever. And I just don't believe in my heart a true black man would want to listen to people disrespect black people. That's why you just can't be black. You don't never defend us. He don't never go in there and say, well, you white, this, and that. Never. He never disrespects them at all. But he uses the word nigga a lot. A lot. So, I mean, no, he's been in that boxing sector. I don't know if that's just a new channel, but I'm saying he's been for a long time. And before we came over there, Shelly had to come and get us to come over there. He just all of a sudden magically appeared and started doing stream yards with the T people. And he had his people that were already in the boxing sector because I think he has a boxing sector channel. But I mean, I wouldn't follow him in the boxing sector because they don't never talk about like Clarissa Shields, Tatiana Ali, like the great black women of boxing. Let's talk about how they dominate the sport. Let's talk about that. While you calling us a bunch of ghetto black boom boom booms and letting them talk about, oh, black women got big butts and flat titties and all kind of stuff that they be saying about us, just weird ratchet stuff that they say about us. I don't want to be a part of that. I'm not going over there and I'm not dealing with it no more. And yeah, and then yeah, he did. He'll talk about people and do this and that, and they are obsessed with Mel. Oh my gosh, they really do want to. Mel better be careful. Keep Mace with you, girl. Keep some Mace with you, cause it seems like they after your little cuticles. They know Mel got that good, fresh, young, round. They can smell it through the phone. They can taste her, cause it just seems like they really come after her super hard. Like, but they come after Caddy too now. They be on Caddy's neck, and she can't keep a channel for nothing. They just always all trying to strike her. That's why I feel like Jelly is an IHOP plant because she struck that IHOP talked about that dang on KY really bad. She called her all kind of names. She claimed that she called CPS on her and all kind of stuff. But you didn't strike her not one time. Not one time. You haven't hit none of them. Not one of them. Come on, man. Y'all don't see the play? I see it. It's like I said, KY, you see through. We can see straight through you. Straight through you. We can see what you do. You're trying to get come in here, and then she didn't come here with peace in mind. She came in here instantly causing chaos. She came in starting shit from day one. And then she takes everybody over to somewhere where they're going to be degraded and disrespected and called all kind of names and stuff and talked to like that. But they don't do Tremaine like that on his channel. They don't do, the funky Sasquatch or whatever they call her, that kangaroo, elf face, man, woman, shim, her, that thing. They don't strike none of them. As much stuff as they talked about her, why aren't you striking her? Because y'all planned that? You want us to think that you fell out with them and you can come over here for them? Come on now, look at how he just popped up out the blue, y'all. Hey, Electro Jet. He just popped up out the blue. And look, what is he? An avatar. They are not like us. We're not all avatars. Hey, Electro Jet. I don't know how to add a panel yet, but as soon as I figure it out, I'll be live again and y'all can jump up here on my panel. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna let everybody on my panel. I'm not gonna have no bunch of arguing over here. This is not for that. I'm over here so we can beat a common denominator. Did you see what happened last night? What you gonna get? Because that thing you can say hey to whoever you want to, Electrojet. She does not dictate and she does not run you. She's already done the worst that she could do to you. Did you see that live yesterday? It was awful, completely awful. It was completely awful. She was so mad saying people were saying stuff about her kids. But when I was like, but you said that Jed was a groomer. She talk about your daughter left and right. Can't nobody say nothing about her. Oh, don't worry. She got the bad girl slap 100 times because of that. But it's like you have the nerve, the mitigated gall, to talk a bunch of stuff about everybody else and think that we're never going to say anything back. We supposed to lay down massa? Is that what you think this is? This ain't none of that. Slavery been dead for a long time, baby. You ain't realized that yet? You not finna come over here with that mess. You not finna come over here. We're not going to allow it. And like I said, I appreciate everybody over here for standing up for all of us. You know, Rose T say, I don't know unpopular opinion here, but that $5 Indian is trying to pit all of us black people against each other. And it could be part of a plot to strike some and not others that cause confusion. I feel like, I don't think so. I feel like she want to strike all of us but them. They want us all gone. Phantom is over there romancing the stone, right? He flirting with all the women, talking about how people sending him coochie pictures. He gonna sit up here and tell me he want pictures of me with whipped cream and cherries on a live and stuff like that. How we know he ain't gonna take them pictures over there to, Cleophas and them? He be over there on their panel talking to them, chilling with them, kicking it with them. He'll leave his own live to sit over there with them. You mean to tell me that you sitting over there with them for hours, leaving your own live to go sit over there when you got people in there? No, isn't that suspicious? That don't seem suspicious. Y'all don't think nothing about that? Because I think that's kind of bonkers. And then when you leave your panel, when you're going over there talking to them or whatever you're doing, what are you doing? You're agreeing with them. I exposed how he was kissing Cleo's behind. So I'm like, yeah, we know that video wasn't you. Nah, boo, it's you. And we all know it's you. Clapping that hairy cootie for the devil hoe with a ball gag in your mouth and a mask on, which thank you for the mask because that face is hard to take and that beard is really thick. It's hard. It's a struggle. We know it's a struggle. But he does not, he allows them to do things. When she said F my son, and I came back and was like, no, F your kids, da, 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 he ended the live instantly. Instantly. So I'm like, oh, when she was like, Jedi, end this. When is it going to be over, Jedi? When is this? I mean, oh, I said Jedi. Ooh. Why did I say that? Why did that name come to my head? Mm. And what do you mean? What's that? What happened to Vacay Bay? How he played with her emotions and then went on to Sky Blue? Is that what you're talking about? Because I really like, I don't really want to touch base on that too much, but I will say that yeah, it was kind of wrong. And I felt like he used to treat her when she used to be in the lives at times. So I didn't think she needed to be over there with him anyway. And even though it was ratchet the way he mistreated her, she in a better place because she shouldn't be liking no horrible person like that anyway. She don't deserve that. And I think that was what was the outrage with Vacay Bay. It's like, please, Vacay. But just like everybody else, she had to see it. And it looked like she seen it, baby, honey. Because last time when she was up there, she was giving him the business. Okay. She was hitting him with a couple of hammers, a couple of left and right hooks. I just don't understand how it went from that to what's going on now. Like what happened, Jay Bliss? Like what happened? What happened with that? I really would like to know. Is it the co-host thing or I'm trying to figure out. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm trying to figure out what's going on. Um, it is sad. So what exactly happened? Because I don't always be in there. Can you guys tell me? Shout out to Vase. She's smarter than the people gave her credit for. That Vase. So everybody ease back. LOL. Yeah. Everybody. They was kind of watching her. You see what I'm saying? They was kind of watching her. People were feeling some type of way. I feel like she was really trying to give him the benefit of the doubt. But I do also feel like Vacay may have, really believed in him initially. But he also let people get up there and disrespect her and never gave her the keys, but expected her to sit up on that panel for hours and hours and hours while they disrespected her. He gave Sky Blue the keys instantly. She got the keys. She's up there. And yeah, I don't know what happened with that co-host thing. I don't know how Sky Blue took over the co-hosting. I don't know what happened. I know I left, I came back, and Sky Blue was the co-host. So I don't know where that went. And I know there people are on there like, oh, maybe we'll get a real YouTube relationship out of this and all that. And I'm like, is that what they're on? Or is that what he's on? Because I just don't see, because I thought Sky Blue and Vacay Bay were friends, right? Were they friends? Because if they were friends, I don't think that she would. I don't know. That part is a mess, y'all. I don't know if I should even jump into that. See what y'all doing? Trying to get me in trouble. But she put oh no, I get that. I know it's bigger than fandom, but I think they're asking about what happened with the co-host thing with them. I don't know what happened. I don't know how Sky got to be the co-host, and I don't know how Vacay Bay stopped being the co-host. I thought that Vacay Bay was just like done and over with the stuff, and she just didn't want to be up on that panel with them. That's what I thought. Um, I just don't know when the Sky thing happened. I just don't know any of it, so I can't really speak to it at all. I just thought that he was really disrespectful. When he used to talk to her, when he, like how she would ask him a question and he would just drop, how he was playing in her face. I thought that that was messed up. Okay, yeah, that's what I'm saying. The Sky Part, I don't know about. I don't know how she got up there and whatever. But I can say one thing as well. I don't see her swinging for us either when Jelly is up there. I don't. She has the keys. She could drop her too, but I think they have an agreement on Jelly or something. I don't see her up there saying, don't be calling us black women, no black bees or none of that. I don't see her saying anything. So I don't know if she's just neutral with the situation or what. So I like Sky Zone too. I like neon light stuff. Yeah, like I don't know, you silly. I don't know what's going on with that. So I'm just like, okay, anybody that's over there, that's just like they're welcome to go over there. That's their business. I will not go back there. I will not be on a panel. And I feel like we should have a call to everyone that respects their self and respects us as black women. None of us should go over there. Not even to roast him or gag him. We shouldn't give him no numbers. We should ignore him completely. As long as you let, because she's like a cancer that just keeps growing and growing and growing and growing and growing. KY is a cancer that just cannot be stopped. So we got to put it out, you know. Yeah, your Sky is cool. I just don't know. I don't know what type of agreement that they have. I think the agreement probably would be for her to remain neutral. That's why she's not. Um, that's why she's not saying anything when Jelly is calling us a bunch of black bitches. However, Phantom could have gave me $1 million and I wouldn't have co-hosted that show. I'm not. If I had to let her get up there and call everybody a bunch of niggas and all kind of stuff, I just couldn't have did it. So I wouldn't sit on a panel with her other than to cuss her out and expose her and give her exactly what she's looking for. But also, she's attention seeking. So I still wouldn't be over there on that panel. I still wouldn't be over there on that panel. I ain't gonna even tell you guys no lie. But I've been on here for a second, about an hour and a half. I'm gonna get off of here because my baby is trying to call me, my daughter, and I'm gonna have a conversation with her. But I will come back on here, you guys. As soon as I figure out how to do a panel, I'm gonna do another live. This was just something real quick, real impromptu. Okay, so I truly appreciate everyone that came in here, you guys. Share my channel. Make sure you hit the like. Um, I love you upside down, inside out, and all around. And we're going to figure out what's going on over here. We're going to keep sticking up for each other. We're going to be there for each other. Um, we're going to show them that we're not divided. A lot of people think black women can't get along. We're catty. We hate each other. We come at each other. But we're going to show them what we really are. We're going to come together and we're going to get rid of this woman that's trying to cause all this problem in this section over here in our sector. And we're going to show them what we really made out of. We're not what they think. And we're not going to allow them to stereotype us because this is not that. I see a bunch of beautiful, strong, intelligent, capable women. Okay. And we don't have to argue with each other all the time. It's plenty of other stuff that we can talk about. Like this albino cockroach over here smelling like sauerkraut, looking like buttermilk, cottage cheese, body, fat back, funny looking Mr. Burns, ugly ass bitch. That's what we can get on. We need to get on bitches like that and stay on their neck, okay? That's all we need to do. And we can't get mad at Ben when he get up there talking shit to her because she deserves it. And he's only defending us, even though he has a way about himself. Damn, he get on my nerves. But I love Ben because those Israelite men are over there exposing the racists left and right. So yeah, I would like to group hug. Everybody put some hugs in the chat. Ain't that the face with the hearts? That's what I always put up. So y'all put some hugs in the chat. I love you. I love you much. Upside down, inside out, and all around. Okay. I'm gonna come back live later. I don't know if it's gonna be tonight or tomorrow evening, but I want to do something a little different, and open to suggestions. So make a comment what you would like after the live, what you would like me to do, what you guys would like to talk about, what interests you, or anything you want to say. Just let Lex know I'm here for y'all, okay? So I love you, and you guys have a good night, all right?